It's Friday. We're recognized by Diamond Ortiz as playing So Stews a Lot has voted the most.
Pages on floppy ring, that fungal tax and binary bling, capacitors doing jazz hands, resistors juggling tiny rubber bands.
Welcome back, Daft Punkle.
Start to giggle, keyboard keys do a little wiggle, so the smoke smells like bubble gum. That Funkle hits on here, comes a hum.
She's in the zone, tapping away. She's got her own throne, buzzing keyboards, wires go. Welcome to my jangles like stop.
Welcome back, Chloe Record.
Click, click, click. She's ready to strike, dancing on streams. Cutie like raccoon power, shining bright. Second
Ads are starting.
Welcome, Swarm, to the stream where pixels flicker and the chattel creep. Though you fluttered off, your presence remains. In whispers of wings,
Welcome back, a swarm of dead insects.
Here in the space we unite to laugh and cheer through daylight. So the buzz, if you will, is a digital dance, or the something that's the jam.
Thanks for enduring those ads.
Jump in the ride, let's hit the road. Jeep is here with the tail to unload. Cats in the back.
Welcome back, Deep in 24/7.
Rockets looking out, they're obsolete. Welcome to the chaos, to the vibe. Watching the stream, we're alive. Let's jive.
Evening all. Thank you for that, Chloe. Hello everyone. Oh, Daft Punkle, hello. Chloe, hello. Swarm, hello. Jeepin, hello. The usual crew, hello. Oh, and there's a Bell Jemmett as well. Hello, Ben. You like your jingle, do you, Daft Punkle? It can be a bit awkward trying to work out the lyrics on some of these AI-generated things.
Welcome back, So Stews a Lot. Hope you're cooking something good tonight.
I suggest you go and have a wee, Ben, before you do something unfortunate.
Welcome back, Matt_Inks.
And we got Matt_Inks as well. A wee Ben. Oh, we've got a wee Ben. It can be tricky, Daft Punkle. We'll have another listen to it in a moment once all the other jingles are finished. Who's nicked me bloody boomerang, mate? Hello, MJ. Thought you were going to bed.
Please make me fucking batteries.
Welcome back, MJ. It's Friday, January 23.
Koala stronger, the cheeky room, with 6 spot on the screen for you. The meat for thongs or cold cat flare.
You like us all too much. Oh. Well, go to bed. Watch the VOD. Go and get some rest.
Raise your glass and shout to right. Jay's in the chat, want to rip a night.
Right, have the jingles finished? I think they might have done. Let's have another listen to Daft Punk's jingle. See if we can work out the lyrics.
Neon pigeons on floppy wings.
Neon pigeons on floppy wings.
Binary bling.
No idea.
Doing jazz hands. The sisters juggling tiny rubber bands. CRT screen start to giggle.
CRT screens start to giggle. Keyboard keys do a little wiggle.
Solder smoke smells like bubble gum.
Solder smoke smells like bubble gum.
Comes a hum. Neon pigeons on floppy wings. Daft Punkle types in binary bling. Capacitors doing jazz hands. Resistors juggling tiny rubber bands. CRT screen start to giggle. Keyboard keys do a little wiggle. Solder smoke smells like bubble gum. Daft Punkle hits on here. Comes a hum.
Daft Punkle hits on Here Comes a Hum, I think, at the end. I wonder if I've still got the original data here for it. Because it might be on my Udio account still. Neon Pigeons, was that it? Yeah, that's the one. Neon Pigeons. There we go. Neon Pigeons on floppy wings. Daft Punkle types in binary bling. Capacitors doing jazz hands. Resistors juggling tiny rubber bands. CRT screens start to giggle. Keyboard keys do a little wiggle. Solder smoke smells like bubblegum. Daft Punkle hits on Here Comes the Hum. And my buttons aren't working because I haven't turned them on, so it didn't change over to desktop where I thought it was going to be. So you didn't see any of that. But yeah. Neon Pigeons on floppy wings, Daft Punkle types in binary bling. Capacitors doing jazz hands, resistors juggling tiny rubber bands. CRT screens start to giggle. Keyboard keys do a little wiggle. Solder smoke smells like bubblegum. Daft Punkle hits on Here Comes the Hum. Let's get that over there. There we go. Oh, an absolutely thrilling top-tier load of guff, indeed, yes. Neon Pigeons 25 kilovolt transformer needed. Yep, if solder smells like bubblegum, go and see a doctor, yes. I thought the song was accusing Daft Punkle of wearing tiny rubber pants.
The Industrious Ant. It's Friday, January 23.
Where are we? I'm not sure I've got yours on here, have I, MJ? Let's see if I can work out which one it was.
Welcome must be out to the sea.
So many on here now.
Just rolled.
From Athens glow to the
Anyone across the UK got some strong winds right now? Well, Ben has, usually. Of the outdoor variety, you mean? Oh, sorry. It has been a bit windy recently here.
Hey today, welcome to the show.
There it is.
Crack up on a titty, let the banner flow. Fair dinkum fun with the twitchy crew. MJ.
G'day, g'day. Welcome to the show. Crack open a tinny, let the banter flow. Fair dinkum fun with the twitchy crew. MJ's in the house and it's all for you. Koalas, kangas, a cheeky roo. We've saved a spot on the stream for you. No need for thongs or cork hat flair. Just grab your Tim Tams and pull up a chair. G'day, g'day, welcome to the show. Crack open a tinny, let the banter flow. Raise your glass and shout too right. MJ's in the chat, what a ripper night. G-Pin, I can't remember how yours sounds now. Let's find you in my list here.
It seems Chad is having their creative interpretation of Mini Vandal's music Robopants, Tiny Robopants, and accusations aimed at Daft Punk. Perhaps they should start a band.
God, I've had a lot generated, haven't I? Okay.
Lights go dim.
in the land of the in the land.
Shout out to Cobb, you're warning every.
Here's Cobbs.
Lighten up the shop with all your flair.
I wonder if I can rename these. No, I don't think I can. It's a shame.
Into the chat we
Dogface.
There's Dogface.
text all set up.
Lights.
Ah, there's our programmers. There's Chloe.
Dance in shadows, blend and hide.
That one I recognise. There's Dopaz. Not finding you, G-Pen. Where have you gone?
Welcome to the
Welcome to our chat. Welcome to our chat.
G'day. G'day, welcome to
From Athens.
Rem the cat just rolled on in, soul ring eyes with a cheeky grin. Jump.
Nearly there. That's PL. Right. So here's Cobbs. That's a long one. There's Dogface. Our programmer. Chloe Raccoon. She's in the zone, typing away. She's got her own throne. Buzzing keyboards, wires aglow. Welcome to Majenko's. Let's start the show. Click, click. She's ready to strike. Dancing on streams, pure delight. Raccoon power, shining bright. Tech and tunes all through the night. Spies of Mud. Neo Dragon. Dopaz. Jump in the ride, let's hit the road. Jeepin's here with a tail to unload. That's not what he likes to unload. But we won't go into that. Cats in the back, vibing on the beat. Raccoons lurking? Nah, they're obsolete. Welcome to the chaos, feel the vibe. Majenko's stream, we're alive, let's jive. Welcome, welcome, Hot Rocks girl. Tune in, join the magic swirl. Majenko's here, the vibes are right. Let's groove together through the night. So come along, let's dance away. In this stream, we'll laugh and play. Welcome, Swarm, to the stream, where pixels flicker and the chat'll beam. Though you've fluttered off, your presence remains in whispers of wings and echoes of games. Here in Majenko's space we unite to laugh and cheer through day and night. So buzz, if you will, in this digital dance. Your ghostly hum gives chat a chance. Should be goats in the back, yeah. Hum. So, yeah, there's plenty there. I've got loads there. Anyway, what we're actually doing today is I realised after sorting out this garage streaming PC that I had completely and utterly... Oh, there. Let me start that again. I had completely and utterly overlooked audio. I got video working, but I completely omitted to think about audio. So, you love the retro Windows theme, so do I. It's nice and clean, not cluttered like modern ones tend to be. So I need to sort out audio so that you'll be able to hear me in the garage. Ideally, I'd just use this microphone connecting to the same receiver, but it doesn't want to reach for some reason. It's not very far. It should reach fine, but it doesn't. So I need microphone on this. But this is the only lapel microphone I've got at the moment. Or the only working one that I've got. I have got others, but they're utter shite. So. You did inquire about mic support on the stream ending screen, did you? I didn't see that. Sorry. So that's today's job anyway. Or what's left of today. We've already wasted half an hour just messing around with jingles. So, let's boot myself up. I have two options for microphone. Two easy options for microphone. I have my big microphone, my big posh microphone, which is really more of a vocal microphone than a streaming microphone. It's better for personal usage, basically. Also, it's expensive. So I don't really want to use that one. I don't think that would do a particularly good job for an ambient microphone. But what I do have, is this going to power up? Or did I just turn it off? Come on.
Ads are starting. Please ignore.
It's doing something. Oh, I know. Let's switch the extra onto the right channel, shall we? My other option is my Tascam audio recorder, which I think would be a lot better. It's a garage stream, so long as it doesn't sound like you're streaming from the loo, we'll be fine. Well, so long as you can hear me. I think this might be the option to use. It has the ability to act as a microphone. Just get the cheapest USB mic I can find on Amazon. Well, yeah. Very often they're Bluetooth, though, the cheapest ones. And they're shite. So I'm going to try this and see if this works. This is the DR07X, by the way. It can plug in as USB, and I don't know if this works without
Thanks
batteries.
for enduring those ads. It's appreciated.
But we shall soon find out. When I plug it in, turn it on. Yes, it will. Audio interface. Connect. Okay. It has two modes of operation. What it calls X and Y mode. Here's RF Programmer. It has to be wireless or remote. I can't have it directly wired into me.
Welcome back. RF programming. Hope you're ready to dance to some jazz.
So it either has to be a wireless lapel microphone or a microphone that can pick me up. X wires for different stereo, yes. Where are we? This is it. This is what it calls X mode, and that's what it calls Y mode. That gives it much more directional audio, and that gives it much more ambient audio. So looks like you use a wireless setup from Hollyland, you think? It seems to sound okay, yeah. I mean, I'd love to have another one like this. This is perfect for me. Right, I'm currently running in X mode. Okay. Right, let's HDMI. Load OBS. Okay, settings. Audio. Microphone Tascam. Okay. It also has its own volume control built in, so let's turn that right up to maximum, see what happens. Whoa. Now that's sat on top of the computer at the moment, and it's picking up all the noise. So what I want is... what have I done with them all? There we go, little tripod. Okay, this is now on a little tripod. Little tripod, that's your nickname. No, you're a big tripod, aren't you? Right, so that should be hopefully a bit quieter. Okay, I can actually turn that down a bit for here. Hopefully. Right, what I'm going to do now is switch the main microphone off and switch over to the garage stream, and we'll see how this sounds. You should now be hearing me on the garage microphone. Why is my camera working? There we go. There's my camera. So this is on the garage stream now. How does it sound? There should be. Ah, there we go. It turned itself back on again. Right. You hear me on every microphone. I should only be on one microphone now. So everything, things, double. I sound good on this one, do I? Ah, good. I might have the microphone that I'll be using then. I'm going to move away from it. I'm right over here now. How do I sound here? Is this okay? Audio delay is to be expected at the moment. Quality is alright. We're not worrying too much about audio delay. I can sort that out afterwards. Right, let's add... Oh, I'm not... yeah, can I? View. No, I want here. Mic aux filters. Add. Adds a bit of compression to it. And a bit of expander to it. Right, how does it sound now? Is this coming out okay? Is the volume good? Terrible, no fart. Need more fart. Also good, I'm going to move away. Hopefully now the compression should help keep it a bit louder. Compression and expander should, although I've not tweaked it yet. I'm not too worried about the overall volume, more the consistency at the moment. Because I can turn it down quite happily over here on the main one. That's this one here. Right. So this sort of distance, it's coming over quite nicely, yes? No chopping there, it's just your end then. All smooth, buttery smooth. Oh yeah. But the volume is fairly consistent regardless of where I am here. But if I go over this side here, then we may start to lose a bit of volume. I'm off over to one side of it now. How does that sound with me over to one side? How was that? Overall, readable, understandable. Yeah. I think I might be using this microphone down there then. Obviously not in front of the mic, but it sounds fine. Now, if I switch it to Y mode, now it should sound a bit more spaced out, a bit more stereo to it. If I wander around here, you might hear it if it's all on stereo at your end. You might hear me moving around more. And if I go over this way, you'll hear me off to one side a bit more, probably, I think. It should give better spatial receiving, but not maybe as clear. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, I can't see what you're thinking at the moment, but the VU meters look pretty good. Left, right are apparently reversed, quite probably, because I have to go like that. It's asking me if I want to swap the audio over on the little screen on it. So now the X and Y should not be reversed. Hopefully. The left and right should be the right way around now, I think, possibly. Because it was asking me if I wanted to swap it, and I haven't said yes yet. Not sure if you gain anything from it being stereo. Well, I'm not worried about stereo mono at the moment. I'm just worried more about coverage. Because I can turn it mono in here. Where are we? Advanced audio, microphone, mono. I'm now in mono mode. So it should just be coming out the same, both sides, regardless of where I am in the room. My main concern is that if I'm right over here, you can hear me fine, and I don't sound too echoey. Because once I get into the garage, it's all concrete and, yeah, and echoey, so. You sure it'll work? I can fine tune it once the Ivy is banished to, yes, once Ivy is banished to the garage. But it sounds better than the phone camera and microphone did the other day, I hope. So yeah, well, I'm I'm happy with that already. Right, job done. Stream's finished. See you tomorrow. I have limited stuff I can do. If I go back to here, I should now be back on my ordinary microphone. I have a compressor with a ratio, a threshold, attack release, output gain, and I have an expander on it as well to hopefully sort of level it off, compress it, then expand it. So possibly. Well, the other day it was incredibly quiet. My voice was almost non-existent because the microphone in the phone is shite. So small children collection time. Go and enjoy collecting your small children. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. So yeah, I can do some amount of compression on it, which we can tweak once we're in the garage. So yeah, make sure to complete the set. So I think I'm pretty much set up here, ready to go. What I need to do is move the computer across a bit so I can see what I'm doing. And then I need to have rename this, and I shall rename it to face. Add another scene, call this one HDMI. Video capture device. Okay, then I want composite, which needs a video capture device, input composite 1, go for 420, PAL-I. That should be doing composite input. I've got no composite signal at the moment to test it with. The farts are silent but deadly, are they? You can hear the farts, can't you? I'm sure you can hear the farts. I can hear the farts. You're not hearing farts? I can hear farts. Did I mute the wrong thing? I did, I muted the wrong thing. You had no music or anything. Right, so I've got the camera, I've got the HDMI, I've got the composite. That's all I should need. It was bliss. No farts, no music, no bot. Right, so I think that's set up with those. Now, what
It's
I
time
want...
to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
is my fix vid script. Oops. Which won't work because I've got PHP. Now I have. And I need config, OBS Studio, basic.
Systusalop says.
Have 50 bits worth of nonsense too. Mew ha 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 ha. Coughs and splutters. Now, who's nicked me feckin' fart button? Cheer 50.
Thank you very much for the bits, Ben. Right, that's remapped the video devices, randomly numbered video devices, to the hard-coded, always the same devices. Assuming that I always plug these in to the same ports, which I may not, who knows. I hope I will. I should do. Once it's down there, it'll all be left set up and won't need to be plugged and unplugged, hopefully. Maybe just if I move it around a bit. Right, so now if I go into OBS and look at the videos, it should have proper addresses, proper paths now instead of Linux's stupid ones. Why it can't just use these paths by default in OBS, I don't know. It's just silly, OBS. See if they report useful serial numbers. Well, I could do it by ID.
A swarm of dead insects says.
Here at Magenco Enterprises, we take the mysterious disappearance of the fart button very seriously. A field engineer will be dispatched to you shortly. Cheer 69.
Thank you very much for the bits. And I could do it by ID, which would actually be more reliable.
Seems Ben's lost his fart button, and Magenco
Except
Enterprises is taking the situation. There.
That one's not.
Perhaps the field engineer can locate it amidst all the beans omelets. Ads are starting.
Because there's more in here, because the TV tuner card doesn't show up in by ID because it doesn't have an ID. It's a PCI card, not a USB card. So it's handled differently, so you don't get a by ID entry. But that's never going to change, though. Macro silicone, yes. Belongs in room 454. I could actually go... So at the moment I'm just looking in the by path. I could actually have both in my little script and look to see if it's got a by ID entry. If it has, use that. If it hasn't, then go and look in the by path instead. Magenco nicked me fucking vax. 2 of them. Should have lied to him and kept them for myself. My vaccine. My vaccine. Wahaha. Am I closing the DIR here? I'm not, am I? This is not an easy way of programming because I'm trying to program behind the streaming computer in front of me, and I can't see most of it. I'm using the wrong keyboard, and it's just generally horrible. So let's change this to paths and IDs. I'm in old-fashioned VIA. I can't do a block select, can I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's open by ID. Scroll this up so I can actually see it. And this should no longer be devices, this should be paths. Now, I can't see this because of the computer, so let's move this across. Okay. So, stepping through each of the inputs. Duplicate this. Okay. Let's go back into OBS. No, I don't want Ocular, thank you. I said OBS. I'm just too fast for KDE. So, webcam, let's change this back to UVC camera. HDMI dongle is USB 3, and the composite is the Asus on composite 1. Okay, we come out of there, we run FixVid on here. Okay, we have 3 devices, 2 of them with by ID, 1 of them with by path. Excellent. So I can move around the USB ones and it should still work. The TV tuner card will never move, but its number might, but that now has a fixed path and it's never going to change its path. So that should actually be the most reliable way of doing it. I like that. That's much better than the original way of doing it. So I'm actually going to copy this back to my main system. I need to do this. Oh. Generate a key. That's better. Copy things without a password now. Bed gravity is roughly Jupiter. Is that all? I was expecting it to be at least a neutron star, if not an entire black hole. Crumpets with cheese on is always a good idea, even if it does mean getting out of a Jupiter-sucking bed. Because crumpets with cheese on. So let's just double check this. Go into OBS. TV tuner is by path. HDMI is by ID. Camera is by ID. Excellent. So if I move the camera to a different port, the camera still works. Beautiful. That's an improvement over my old system. Ah. Not enough energy for crumpets with cheese and bacon. Crumpets with cheese and bacon. You're making me hungry now, Chloe. That's not on. That's just not allowed, making me hungry. Bed is also stopping you from murdering Ben and Jerry. Told yourself you wouldn't hang out with those guys in 2026. Oh. Right, well, I think this system now might be ready to go. Oh, there are other things I want to do. Yeah. Some things I need to do. Let me just find what I need here. I've got a repository here somewhere, I think, with some code in it that I'm going to need. I can't remember where it is. Where are we? Repositories. Wi-Fi microscope OBS, that's the one I want. Okay. Add me another one. Microscope plus a Wi-Fi microscope. Okay, now I'm going to need Wi-Fi on this. It doesn't have Wi-Fi at the moment. I shall use this dongle. Which wants to go... Why do these dongles always droop the wrong way? Let's put it there, I think. Okay, now my Wi-Fi connected microscope thingy is absent without leave. What have I done with it? There it is. I knew I had it somewhere. connect to there. And we need to go into IPv4 advanced. No, where is it? Routes. Are you going to work or not? Oh, it is working. It was just dark. There it is. Got quite a good focal length on it for a microscope. It's also a handy cam. So that can now be used in the garage, which is good. There's the Tascam. Excellent. I have microscope working. That is good. I unplugged the camera in order to do it, and now it's crashed, of course. There's me looking gormless there. Handy shaky cam, yeah. Shaky handy cam, handy shaky cam. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not after you. Absolutely, yes. What's the other phrase? You're only paranoid if they're not actually after you. Okay. I think that's probably everything I need. I don't think I want to bother with my DMM overlay because I don't think I'll be that close to the computer if I'm using a DMM down there for it to be usable. You're not paranoid, everyone is out to get me, absolutely. So I've got audio sorted, I've got camera, I've got HDMI input, I've got composite input, I've got shaky cam. Is there anything else I need on this? I don't think there is. Keyboard and mouse here, that's... well, keyboard and mouse, I'm probably going to use this POS for the keyboard, if it even still works. If I can get it out. Ugh. All the keys are still there, aren't they? I'll probably use this POS. It instantly disappears. Can I get it to show? Almost. Anyway, it's the Logitech G613. It's a horrible keyboard. I hate it. It has a known failure mode, this. In that keys like to double press a lot. And for some reason, especially the L key. Everyone who's had one of these has had the same problem. I've done what I can to try and fix it, but it's just shite. So I've never used it since that started, so I will probably use this. Oh, it's still got batteries in it even. Probably use this down in the garage because it's convenient having it wireless. It means I don't have to move the computer around too much if I'm or run extra cables and things. For mouse, probably the Microsoft one. It's wired, but I do still have the mouse to go with that, but it's disintegrated. Joystick in the garage? I don't need a joystick in the garage. I've got this one for here. My trusty Logic 3 PC Phantom. Awesome, awesome joystick. Joyful joystick. That's for up here though. Don't need a joystick in the garage. You don't have a joystick on a VAX. Streaming your joystick gets you banned. I'll have to censor the joystick. A fax modem? No thank you. I'd rather not. I've got piles of Win modems. And I hope I didn't just get cut off halfway through that sentence. The first guy to connect a joystick to a VAX? No. I won't be the first guy to connect a joystick to the VAX. Actually, no, to a VAX, possibly, but certainly not to a PDP. PDP-1. Space War. That was all analog. Analog inputs, analog outputs. That was a PDP-1. Can't be ported to the PDP-11. I'd need to sort out analog I/O on that. I don't own a light pen, thankfully. Such a thing is not in my arsenal. A banana detector. But we've got you, Ben. We don't need anything else. Isn't the guy who did the OG Space War still alive? Quite possibly. Wouldn't surprise me. You made a light pen for the BBC, as inputs were already there, yeah. It's not too hard making a light pen, it's just a trigger, basically, that triggers when the beam hits it. Ben's a sausage detector. He can also do bananas, because they're similar shape. Right. Well, I think it's time to finish now that this is sorted. I can't think of anything else that needs adding to it. Yes, I can. Droid cam. I need Droid Cam on here so I can use my mobile directly onto it. Will Monday be in the garage? Quite possibly. We'll be wanting to test it out, certainly. Okay, Droid Cam OBS. Roy needs to be woken up.
Thanks for enduring those ads. It's Friday, January 23rd.
There we go. I now have mobile phone ability in the garage, which can be very useful. You have a purely mechanical stabilizer for a small camera. Is that like one of those weighted ones? They're quite funky, those are. Or is it a proper gimbal one? I think I've got everything I need now. Bent metal bar with some weights so you can move around on one end and a tripod socket on the other. Sounds good. Yeah, it's a weighted one. Right, anything else? The whole PDB game scene is cool, yes. We've played Zork on the PDB-11. We got Zork going on it. Electronic ones are all very well until they decide to wander off. Cheap ones tend to wander off. As in, they'll drift off to one side gradually. They may be better now, but there's something pure by just having some weight, absolutely, yes. That's one of the reasons why if I'm doing hand camera stuff, I usually have it on my large tripod to add some extra weight to it to make it steadier. Oh, drives, that's fine. I do have a floppy drive, but it's not connected up. Or I don't think it's connected up at the moment, is it? And there is no optical drive. That is a good point. So we could do with maybe doing that. Yeah, you can't beat a tripod, absolutely. Let's shut this one down. And unplug everything so that we can move it all around without breaking things. Yeah, shaky video can be awkward to watch. It's okay in the right places when done in the right amount for the right reasons. I did like the shaky camera footage of Battlestar Galactica, the remake, because it's not too shaky. It's got movement, but without it being all over the place and really shaky. So it gave a less polished, shall we say, feel to it. It wasn't less overly produced, more realistic, which I guess is what they were going for, really. So right, I have floppy drive. It's got power, but I don't have a floppy drive cable at the moment, which means digging for a cable. Is that a floppy drive cable or just a straight through cable? That might be floppy, but it's wound up at the moment and I can't get into it. Is it floppy or is it straight through? It is floppy. It has the twist. Excellent. We like the twist. Now, I believe there's floppy on this board. Is there? Oh, is there floppy on this board? Actually, there might not be floppy on this board. I thought there was. No, there isn't. Oh well, pants. We can't have floppy. I'm sure it had floppy. But no, no sign of floppy on there. Bugger. Must be the other one. I've got another GAZ77X board. It's an earlier revision of it. And it's blue instead of black. And I think that might have floppy on it. Pants, not floppy, is the usual progression, yes. We like the twist, a few other dances too, absolutely, yes. Proper artistically shaky is a tough thing to do good, yes, absolutely. It can just look cheesy if you're not careful. Big believer in just zooming in and flailing the camera. Oh dear. No, that doesn't work. Right, but we do want to have a DVD drive in here. Let's just pick one at random. In fact, this one here came out of... No, that's IDE. I don't want IDE. It's got to be SATA. Has to be SATA. Because I don't have anything but SATA in here. Is this one SATA or IDE? That's IDE. I seem to have a lot of IDE ones and very few SATA ones these days. There's one. It's black, unfortunately, but then they all are these days. Where's my M3 box gone? There it is.
It seems everyone's got strong opinions about shaky camera work. Even Majenko Tech's potato brain can appreciate a stable shot.
I don't have a potato brain, thank you very much. You're the one with a potato brain, you stupid bot. There's a Modern Man from U.N.C.L.E. remake, is there? That's the first I've heard of that. Looks like this power supply has only one SATA power connector on it. Everything else is Molex. Fortunately, I have an adapter. Let's get it the right way up. You have a really good reason not to do crumpets. The grill's on fire. Now, I may have an issue here. I may have a problem. All my SATA cables are in the garage at the moment. It's a Dopaz. Yeah, all my box of SATA cables is in the garage.
Welcome back, Dopaz.
So I can't plug it in at the moment. Although, hang on. How long is this one? There's one. I found one. Panic over. Panic ye not. The right angle one, and the right angle bends the wrong way, of course. How annoying. Thank you for the 30 bits, Dopaz. There we go, that should work. Band that up that way. You last used the grill for salmon, would need to clean the pan. Ugh. Fish flavoured crumpets. Nah, not really. Especially not old fish flavoured crumpets. Right, that should do for that. What I really need to do actually is take the other panel off and screw these things in from the other side, because a number of them aren't. Time to do some reverse screwage. Come on, wake up. Thank you. Whoa, codswallop. What have we done with my screwdriver now? I just used it to take these screws off and now it's disappeared. Oh, there it is, up the back there. Right, so I need to put a screw in there. Visible on camera, not visible to me. Not happy, that one is a bit long. That's a better one, that's what it should be. Okay, I need one in here for the SSD, or two in here for the SSD. Are you blowing up bottles again there, Chloe? Okay. I shall leave the floppy in there so that it keeps the hole at the front closed. Stop mice getting in, although there shouldn't be mice. I think that's probably enough for that. Let's just give it a quick test. Bottle sealed with a glass marble. You have to open it by forcing the marble down. Oh, right, like old-fashioned ginger beer. How it used to be back in the olden days. Let's plug the network in. Plug the keyboard in. Let's plug the moose in. Speaking of, where's Carrot House? There's power. It'll turn up right as we stop streaming. Yep. There's our DVD. I don't know if it works. Mobile. Eject. Eject minus T. Eject. Let's find a random disc. This copy of Nero Essentials 7 should do the job. There we go. Oh, come back, you. Yep, that works.
Ads are playing.
Okay, we can read CDs. I don't know about writing them. Speaking of, have I got K3B on here? I have, that's good. That's okay. Pub time for you? Yep, time for me to finish now as well. 10:30, way past my bedtime. Time for me to finish. Job done. Just need to close this down. Let's go. Shut down. Shut down. Put the sides on and call it done.
Thanks for enduring those ads. It's appreciated.
You think you might have outfarted Ben today? Well, you can always see about getting in a couple of extras before the end of stream just to make sure.
Shake it, baby.
Ah, screws going everywhere. Everything's well and truly screwed now. It's the fart fight. Fart wars conducted by seasoned professionals. And we mean seasoned. Yeah, you're all a bit salty, aren't you? I've just realised you don't get me in this shot at the moment, do you? Since I was using this in the garage. There we go. Mahmood, hello! Just in time for the end. You've just made it in time for me to finish. Streaming computer done, finished, ready to go into the garage.
Stream computer audio, and we're enjoying the Cascades by East Jammy Jams.
It can now go in the garage, where it belongs. I'm not quite sure where in the garage I'm going to put it, but that's where it's going. Oh,
Welcome back, the Mesto DK. It's Friday, January 23. The Cascades by East Jammy Jams.
You didn't know I was a medical doctor? I'm not a medical doctor. Far from it. Right. Time for me to finish. Where's my outro? There's my outro. Right, thank you very much for joining me, even if it was only for just a couple of minutes. Oh, the stethoscope. That's for listening to hard drives. The stethoscope is for listening to hard drives to find out if they're living or not. And very often they're not. So yes, thank you very much for joining me, even if only for a moment. I'll be back tomorrow, because Ben's away tomorrow. So it's my turn to do a Saturday evening stream. Exactly as predicted. I asked, where's Carrot House? And it was mentioned that you'll turn up just as I was finishing. I'm finishing, here you are. Hello, Carrot House. Pick up my stethoscope and walk, yes. So yes, there's no Ben tomorrow, so I'll be taking over after Shelby. You were around, Ish. Ish. Working hard, or hardly working.
Incorporating all the details you provided. Alright, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning into the Garage Stream Computer Audio today. It was great having you all here. A huge thank you to Stream Elements, Majenko Bot, A Swarm of Dead Insects, Sir Stews a Lot, The Industrious Ant, Chloe Raccoonate Farts a New Record, Matt and X, Mammoth89, Dopaz, Daft Pinkle, RF Programmer, Deepin 24/7, and MJ for the awesome conversation. Special thanks to any new subscribers, raiders, and followers who joined the party. Really appreciate the support. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day/evening. See you next time. Welcome back, our beloved pet Canadian. Hope his retro recall videos are going well.
Your personality is an acquired taste. Your personality is lovely and we love having it around. You're never obnoxious. You're sometimes a bit kinky, but G-Pin loves that. Right, yes, as I was saying before the bot so rudely interrupted me, Ben's away tomorrow, so I shall be taking over from Shelby at about 9 o'clock tomorrow. And then probably Ben doing Sunday. Don't know what... well, I do know what Ben's going to be doing Sunday. I guess it'll be tapes. His tape drive, seeing if he can get that working properly. Hopefully he can. And then Monday, I might do Monday stream from the garage. If it's not too cold. With the new streaming computer in place and functioning. Fingers crossed. If not, I'll be up here doing something else. Anyway. So I will see you tomorrow. Or Monday. One or the other. I might do Monday stream with an extra coat on. Yes. A bit kinky is putting it mildly. Okay, he's the Kinkmeister. We'll put it that way then. The king of kinks. And we love him for it. We love you for your kinkiness, Carrot House. We wouldn't have you any other way. You're welcome, Swarm. Right. Unusually productive. Well, we finished the streaming computer, I suppose. Not bad for an hour and a half work, I suppose. See me out there. Okay, on my way. It all worked. Yeah, it did all work. Apart from I forgot that I didn't have floppy drive connector on this motherboard. Oh well. Could always grease weasel it, which is probably a better option. What we need to do is design a grease weasel on a PCIe card with a built-in USB root hub. So you just plug the PCIe card in, it's got a floppy drive connector on it, plug it into your floppy drive, there's an internal archiving grease weasel system. I can always grease your weasel. Your weasel's already greased well enough. Right, I'll see you tomorrow. Whoops, muted.
Make it so.